This short video on Crash Team Racing will not analyse the entire game in depth. Instead, I'll be analysing one specific aspect of the game that deserves to be discussed. Crash Team Racing was developed by Naughty Dog and released in 1999 for the PlayStation. The game is a kart racer and as a result was a significant departure from anything Naughty Dog had done before. Personally, I'm fairly indifferent to the genre, so I'm not the right person to weigh up the merits of the game as a whole. If you want my overall opinion on the game, I think it's good. Perhaps a little loose by today's kart racing standards, but it's still a lot of fun. No, I want to go in depth on one singular aspect here, the unique mini-turbo mechanic. Most kart racers have one. Mario Kart 8 awards the player various turbo boosts depending on the length of a drift, while Mario Kart DS awards a boost to players who madly rock their thumb left and right on the D-pad while drifting. Crash Team Racing's equivalent requires some explaining. Hopping into a drift by holding R1 begins building the gauge in the lower right. Pressing L1 while this gauge is in the red grants a boost, and this can be done 3 times in a single drift, with the third boost being slightly longer as a reward for consistent good timing. Hit L1 while the gauge is in the green, or let the gauge fill up completely and no boost for you. This can also be done during the countdown at the starting line. Fill the gauge to red by jamming on the accelerator at just the right moment, and the reward is a boost off the starting line, taking the player to top speed immediately. There have been many different drifting systems throughout the genre's history, but I'm of the opinion that this is the single best mini-turbo system to ever be applied to a kart racer. For the sake of argument, I'll talk through the 2 Mario Kart games I mentioned before, pinpoint where they go wrong, and explain how I think Crash Team Racing avoids all the pitfalls of both games. In Mario Kart DS, the player has to rock their thumb back and forth on the D-pad while drifting to build up a boost. Ignoring the fact that doing this repeatedly is damn uncomfortable, this doesn't require any precise timing. It is essentially just a particularly awkward method of button mashing. If each press on left and right needed to be timed, this could have been a superior system to Crash, but as it is, the optimal strategy when going into a drift is always to attack your D-pad with unrestrained vigour. The way these drifts work means that a corner isn't even required, which was what led to the much despised strategy of snaking down straight stretches of road in online matches. To be rewarded with a boost in Mario Kart 8, the player is not required to have any skill beyond knowing how to execute a basic drift. The longer the player drifts, the more boost they receive. Admittedly, this does eliminate snaking, but that was caused by the lenient drift arc in Mario Kart DS, not by the boost itself. The new system introduces problems of its own because drifting should be its own reward. Someone who knows how to drift effectively is going to do better at the game than someone who doesn't. Automatically awarding a boost on top of that misses an opportunity for greater mechanical depth. In Crash Team Racing, someone who knows how to drift and boost is going to do better at the game than someone who only knows how to drift, whereas the same 2 people would be evenly matched in Mario Kart 8. The game rewards the player unnecessarily for doing something that they would be doing anyway, even if it didn't give them a boost. Crash Team Racing avoids both these caveats. It adds depth and complexity to the drifts by demanding extra skill from a player who wants to get that mini-turbo boost as well, but also requires timing and restraint to pull it off. Button mashers get nothing. In fact, this is so genius that I have to assume whoever owns the rights to Crash Team Racing at the moment has some sort of legal ownership of this mini-turbo system. If not, every kart racer suffers by not just ripping off this system wholesale. I'm all for developers trying something different instead of just aping what's already successful, but as far as I'm concerned, Crash Team Racing perfected mini-turbos 17 years ago, and it absolutely baffles me that it's never been imitated, let alone outdone.